All right, welcome back to the sideline again. The VBHS High School Media Day preview of the season 2013-2014. We got Jason Pierre.
What's up?
And we got Rose. What's going on, Rose? How you guys doing today?
Good.
Enjoying Media Day? Is it too hot for you?
Yeah, man. Last Media Day.
Too hot for you?
We used to.
Come on, man. You're coming off 2 days. How's it too hot for you?
Man, 2 days is brutal, man. It's hot, but you know, it's been.
So your last Media Day, JP. What do you think? You enjoying it? You taking it all in?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. I get to talk to you guys one more time, man, for the last time. Just enjoying this last ride we got going on.
I'll tell you, man, we're getting it up for the season this year. Got 4 Preseason coming into the district, Rosie. Used to be 3. JP grew up in a 3-team district right here. Now you got 4. Yeah. And with the rivalry for Central, now it means even more. You know, it's a district game. So now I got, like I told him earlier, I said I got him on tape last year. That was the game he was looking for. What game you looking for this year? What about you? What game you looking for? Central. It's always Central. It's just the team you want to beat. It's not just the fact they come in and they do stupid things like stomping on the midfield or talking trash. I tell you, it's been good games year in and year out.
Might as well say that's our new rival.
That's the new rival right there. New rival right there. I know I'm old. I don't believe it, but I played against some people. That was our rival. That was the team we wanted to take out. But it's not just for the reasons down the road. But they always say they got something for VBHS. What do we have for them this year? What's different? What you got, Ron?
Hey, explosive. Me and KP bringing the 1-2 punch this year. Speed and power. There
you go. What do you think, Jason? What are we bringing to the table this year?
We're going to bring a lot of things to the table, man. We're going to bring some speed, some more stuff to see you guys put it on the perimeter, and just a little thing to show off the offense.
Guys, make sure we get our bottom.
In this passing offense, they think the running backs can't do anything, but we going to do something. We're going to make sure we do something. We've been working hard this offseason, best believe.
1-2 punch. We're going to call it Thunder and Lightning this year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Where's the Thunder? Right here. Oh, and you're Lightning, huh?
I go Lightning.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
But don't worry, I will bring the Thunder sometime. You know what I'm saying?
I do got the breakaway speed.
You never know. So you never know. We're not going to give that. We're not going to let game plan.
No, we're not going to let game plan, but best believe, 4% better be ready.
JP, your senior year, what are you looking forward to most?
Senior year, looking forward to most, getting real far in the playoffs and improving what I had going on in my junior year. And just getting the team better and just having more, just enjoying the whole environment. My last time playing for VBHS.
Oh boy. What are you looking forward to coming up? This is your junior year, right?
Senior year.
This is your senior too? Oh my gosh. Senior, we got a 1-2 senior punch. Holy cow, I didn't realize we were losing both you guys there, senior. Caught me off guard right there. Good agree. So what you looking forward to?
Looking forward to getting the playoffs, hopefully getting the states and bringing it back.
So you talk about the difference and you guys walked on here as sophomore. What do you see different from then to now in your senior year?
More expectation out of us now. The team, we're really a big part of the team now. That was the difference between sophomore and now.
Right? You need more. Each and every day, each and every snap, each and every rep. What about you, Jack?
I see the difference of just a lot of different things. We have to be a leader more. We got to be held accountable when other young kids messing up, and then we got to show kids that show them the offense, show them how we learned it from our perspective.
How are you gonna lead? Now you've been a silent leader. A lot of people don't know this about Jason Pierre. They don't know that he's a silent leader. He's the one that's cutting up. When you think you can't get that last rep, he's gonna come over and make you laugh anyway. He said, you know what? You're gonna give him that last rep. Jason, how do you do this? How do you lead?
I'm gonna lead the team and just talking to them the way I want to, the way they like it. You know what I'm saying? Getting them hyped up for the game and stuff like that. And just telling them that we can't quit. It's a constant grind. We gotta eat greedy. Cause fans ain't gonna people not gonna just hand stuff to us. But we just gotta earn every time we go on the field, we go on a battle. And I best believe if we do that, we can win any game we want.
Now you went down with a pretty serious injury last year, Rose. You stepped in there, fabulous job. Great job stepping in for JP last year. What'd you learn getting that chance?
I learned how to handle pressure and play in big games.
Some big games you had to come in for.
First game, I started Chucky Court game this year. It's the title game.
Any butterfly?
A little bit at first.
JP, now you come back, you worked hard coming back from that injury.
Yeah,
I mean, let's talk about the work you put in, where you're at, where you're going with it.
I worked real hard. I got back on my training and stuff, a lot of weight room, doing a lot of things with doing a lot of squats, my leg, and getting it stronger back where it was, even better. And then I worked on my speed a little bit more, tried to be even faster, and everything was that. I just had to come back harder, man, because I got a lot of things to prove and stuff like that.
Are you going into the season with a chip on your shoulder?
Oh yes, best believe I'm going to see with a chip on my shoulder. Like, I'm coming for everybody. Like, I'm gonna make sure that I finish. And then when I leave this place, when I leave VBHS High School, they're gonna remember my name.
JP Roosevelt. Man, I'm looking forward to this season, guys. Good luck, and we'll be following you. Now, don't be running off this field at the end of the game, and I know I got to talk to you. All right, make sure you come see me. All right, good luck this year. Thanks for stopping by the sideline, baby. Be good. Hey, you're back here on the sideline right here when we do the Vero Beach High School Media Day for 2013-2014 season. I got Ryan Heiser. I got Law Firm. Antonio Jones Davis. Is there any more names I forget those? Ryan Heiser, back for your senior year. Can you believe it's your senior year?
No, I can't even imagine it. I mean, I feel like just yesterday I was back here on the sidelines being a ball boy for high school and middle school when I was doing that. So it's just crazy to think about this is my last year of football where I'm actually playing. So I'm excited.
Last media day, taking it in for what it's worth?
Yeah, oh man, I love the atmosphere here. It's just great to soak in and, get interviewed by you guys. It's so much fun.
You got to deal with turds like us all day.
No.
It's not too bad, though.
No, it's not too bad. You guys are pretty good.
Hey, Law Firm, now this is your junior year.
Yes, sir.
Holy cow. Burst on the scene last year in spring. Nobody even knew who you were. They just knew you had a lot of names. Came out of nowhere, made the varsity, starting squad as a sophomore. What you looking forward to in your junior year?
Last year, I know I made a lot of tackles this year, but I want to become like more of a big hitter and become more of a presence on the field and take the throwing like Dre and Sean had it last year, with big hits and stuff like that.
All right, that's a good goal. I don't think you understand that you hit people pretty hard, though. I think the guys that are getting up off the turf realize that who you are. Right, now you're going to be more of an athlete this year. Not only will you be probably lining up at quarterback some, but you're going to be split out. What is it? You'll be running the Y?
Yeah, I'm looking at running H more, I think.
H more.
And I'm probably not going to do any quarterback at all this year.
Really?
Yeah, mainly receiver. Talked with Coach in the offseason and felt like I could, contribute more and help, give more depth to the team of wide receiver and, let Dalton take everything over completely because he is the starter and he's the guy. And I think for a team going forward, it's better to have one starting quarterback and one guy to look forward to than having a guy that was kind of there that was in the mix for things. So.
Absolutely. Well, as a game changer, you're a game changer. I don't know if a lot of you guys out there remember the play last year, or was it the play? How about the series in which you scored a touchdown twice in which you got called back on a penalty? It's like they couldn't stop you the first time, and they couldn't stop you the second time. They had a third shot at it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think that's a great move. I mean, you're definitely a playmaker. I love watching you play. I got to watch you play a lot of baseball, but football, you're exciting as well. What are you looking forward to the most coming into senior year?
I'm just looking forward to, like I said before, contributing more and, having more of a mindset going into the game that, I should be able to get into plays and, do what I can to help the team win. So I'm looking forward to be able to, help carry the team over.
There you go. Talk about the defense. We lost a lot of starters.
Yeah,
a lot of starters.
Yeah, I think we're going to be nasty this year.
You'll be nasty, huh?
Yeah, we got a bigger defensive line, with Patrick, then Terry Jones, Gallo, Travius Major. I think we'll be all right. We're going to have a real good D-line.
And you're going to be lining up at, are you strong again?
Yeah.
You being strong? And how many more blitz packages do we got for the firm?
We got a lot. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most this season?
Central. Fort Pierce Central. They disrespected us when they first came on our field and stomped on it. So, we're looking for revenge. So we're going to go take that W.
Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I pretty much asked the same question. What game you looking forward to? And last year was a Central game. Now, I don't know if it was much because it was going to be the TV game and all that, but I still think it's Central. What do you get out of Central? Is it just because of that and what they did on the field and how they carried themselves?
Yeah, and it's like the biggest challenge of the season. And, we're like the top teams in our area.
Yeah, like you were saying, they're they're the other top team in our area. Us and Fort Pierce Central are the two big dogs of the Treasure Coast that everybody talks a lot about, and we have both teams have a bunch of good players going to big schools, and it's kind of a pride for us to say we want to be able to say we're the best team in the Treasure Coast. No one in the Treasure Coast can beat us. And now, added fact too is that they're a part of our district, so we have to win them and go through them if we want to get home field advantage and start the playoffs. We want to go far, and it's better to have home field advantage. So
rivalry aside, playing them aside, Now they're in a district. Go from a 3-team district to a 4-team district. Not a lot of room for error. You know, and you got to play each one of them. Looking forward to that Central game as well, and it's going to be on their home turf this year.
Yeah.
A little bit of travel. It's not that far, but it's a road game at its best. So going to your senior year, Ryan, talk to me. What's the hard? I mean, you prepared. You got spring under your belt. You got summer under your belt. Now it's time to kick off. What are we looking forward to the most as a senior at Vero Beach High School?
I'm just looking forward to you know, being a leader as well as being a good player, and you know, teaching these guys and helping everybody know what to do. And I'm also looking forward, you know, to that Palm Beach Gardens game. Because back when my older brother played, they were our rivals. They were one of the bigger rivals. I mean, I think Palm Beach Lakes.
Yep.
Those were the two teams in our district. So I feel like it's good to renew that old Vero and Gardens rivalry. So I'm looking forward to that. And, you know, just having a good season. And, you know, I think we can go pretty far.
I agree with you. What about you? What are you looking forward to out of the 2013-2014 season?
Having the best defense, one of the best defenses in the state, and also playing on Palm Beach Gardens. Because my brother went there, he played on the state championship team. So, you know, we go back and forth about it all the time.
Oh, so now you got a bigger goal then.
Yeah.
You got to bring home the state championship. Now you heard it here first. Firm's guaranteeing the state championship this year, so he can hold it over his brother's head. Guys, thanks for joining us on the sideline. Ryan, always a pleasure. Good luck this year. Put him up there. All right. You're watching the sideline right here. 2013-2014 Vero Beach High School Media Day. You're back on the sideline right here at Vero Beach High School Media Day. Speaking of Media Day, we've got Laura Fallon from Scripps Howard. How you doing, Laura?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
How fun is Media Day? Seriously.
It is a lot of fun. It's a lot different than they used to do it. It's nice having you guys out here and, you know, the radio guys. And
well, you just get a chance to interact with the team. You know, get to show the public a little bit more about the kids. You know, they get a chance to see them try on the field and do all that stuff, but they don't get to know them as kids and people, you know, young adults. What do you get out of the Media Day? What do you look forward to most every year?
I just like meeting the kids because I don't see them all the time without their helmets on.
Yeah.
So it's nice to actually see their faces and, you know, just talk with them. And, you know, I get plenty of interviews out of it, try to tweet some of their photos and just have some fun with it.
That's awesome.
Now speaking of tweeting and the internet, your job has changed since you come to Scripps. Tell me a little bit about your job now.
Well, we know how to do our print product really well. We've been doing it for years, but the digital side, you know, there's so much new stuff coming out with the social media emphasis and just really pushing our website, things like that. So we're really trying to get more blogging, more interaction with the readers on Twitter and Facebook. So I guess I'm a digital sports producer.
So football season, that's huge. There's going to be colleges looking at your feeds, fans, everybody's going to be looking at your feeds. No pressure or anything, right?
I do like it when I get college coaches following me. I'm like, oh, I'm big time now.
I'm making it. I got my name out there. That's awesome.
So who are some of the players in the area and for Vero that you get asked about tonight?
Well, everyone always asks about the quarterbacks, especially at Vero. They always know that with Lenny, the quarterbacks can be pretty important. You know, a lot of skilled players. So I try to talk about the offensive linemen when I can.
There you go. Great. We do the same thing. We love the offensive linemen. We love what they got. I mean, they mean a lot more in this offense people think. I mean, they got different blocking schemes. It's a pretty simple zone thing, but they don't realize if they don't get to the second, third level, these plays don't work.
Oh yeah, and I know that that's going to be a lot of pressure this year with so many new guys on the offensive line, and they've got all the skill players back. And going back to your question, I mean, everyone always asks about, you know, Devontae Bagley,
right,
Will Dawkins, those guys that are getting college looks, but those offensive linemen are going to be really important to helping those guys do what they need to do for their highlight films.
Absolutely.
So which player this year are you kind of keeping your eye and kind of take that quantity for Vero Beach?
Well, I'm actually really interested in seeing how Patrick Bethel does here.
Yeah.
I think that he's a great addition for them. I know he's a little disappointed his dad won't be coaching him this year, but I mean, he was a big stud at Sebastian River. I mean, big guy as a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, he told me today he's 6'2", 235 as a sophomore. So
Sounds like his dad.
A big six as a freshman in a district game against South Fork, it was huge. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that too. Do yourselves a favor. Link on to Laurel's blog. Check her out on tcpalm.com. She knows everything that's going on. If I don't know it, I call her. That's how I find out stuff. Believe me. So Laurel, thanks for stopping by the sideline. Anything you're looking forward to big out of Vero? I know you cover all the schools. What's the biggest thing you're looking at Vero this year?
Well, I already heard everyone. You asked all the players this, and everyone says It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I wasn't here last year. I had a funeral I had to attend, but I watched it online on the live stream. That was pretty cool, and it just seemed like it was such a big deal, and the community really got behind it. So.
Before I let you leave me, I'm sure you were at the Super 11 shoot. Was there any other teams there besides Bureau and Fort Preseason?
We did. We had guys from Jensen, Martin County. We included some of the guys that are just in the mix for the Super 11, so we had about 21 guys out there.
That's awesome.
Well, that's nice you guys to include theirs.
Yeah, you got to, I guess. You got to let them know there's other programs out there.
Well, we do cover the whole Treasure Coast, so.
I know you're hard at work. I know you're saying you got to get going, so thanks for stopping by the sideline. Look forward to working with you this year.
Thank you.
All right, you're back on the sideline right here where we're at Vero Beach High School's 2013-2014 season opening media day. They actually let us fools out here to talk to the players and coaches, and we got Coach Janikowski. We round him up. We got him over here to talk to us for a couple minutes. Coach, what goes into a day like this?
Well, initially it starts with just a picture day. Getting the pictures for the yearbook and shut that.
That's all right. No, it's great. We can edit it.
Oh, okay. It starts as a picture day, and we get the team picture done for obviously the football program and yearbook and all the things that get involved with needing a team picture, and so that's how it starts. And then we kind of evolved into this where we invite all the media out here because all the different media outlets have their needs and wishes and wants with going into the fall season, so it allows everybody an opportunity if they need headshots or anything like that. And I think the kids get a kick out of being on camera, getting their pictures taken, getting treated like a rock star for a day, so to speak. So they enjoy it. They look forward to it. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. We try to get it all done. Never are you going to get it all done,
right?
But we try to get as much of it as we can done on one day during one time period. And fortunately, we've got a lot of good people to work with, like you guys here, and we usually get it done without too big a hiccup.
Well, it's fun, and the biggest thing too is for the seniors. I enjoy trying to get as many seniors as I can on camera, and just because it's their last run. Connor Moore got kind of sentimental on us last year. Now, we didn't keep it all on tape for you guys. We edited that. We had to keep the man's pride. But, it's just cool to have them. Like, we sat down with Dalton and Ryan and Jason Pierre today, and it's just really cool to hear them talk about their history and what they're looking forward to in their senior year. And with that being said, going into the year, what are you looking forward to the most, Coach?
You know what? Very excited about the season, and you could probably talk to any high school coach in early August, and if you're not excited, then there's probably something wrong with you. So I don't put too much stock into that, other than the fact that we had a great summer. We really did, and coming out of the spring, we obviously had some areas to improve on and areas to work on, and I think we've shored up some of those things. Obviously, we've got a lot of work to do between now and the 23rd, which is the date of our kickoff classic. But I think it'll be steady progress. We've got some great senior leadership. We're a lot more healthy than we were in the spring. So that, to start with, has been a lot of fun. These first 2 days of practice have been phenomenal. We've got a lot of phenomenal work in, and kids are working really hard, and we've got a lot of enthusiasm and effort going on right now. So I think the key is going to be to keep that going, keep that first day or first week enthusiasm and effort going throughout fall camp. And if we can get that done and just take it, day by day and piece by piece, I think in the end, I think you're going to find that we've got a pretty good football team here.
Now, you said the 23rd. That's August 23rd. That's like right around the corner. We're kicking off right here on this very field on August 23rd. I can't wait. I'm sure you can't wait. And Palm Bay comes to town. I don't think Palm Bay's been on the schedule since I was here.
Yeah.
And I'm an old guy.
I really tried. This was the year to reschedule. This was across the state as high schools. We had to do the schedule this year. We're on 2-year contracts, and so I really tried to, just talking to some people that have been around here for a while, tried to get some of those rivalries back on the schedule. Really reached out to, as you mentioned, Palm Bay. Tried to get them on the regular season. And the Merritt Islands and things. Nice. Some of those things that just didn't work out, but we really reached out to try to get that done. So I think in the future, I think you'll find that we're going to try to get some of those rivalries back on the schedule. It's just tough, with Brevard County in particular. They've got so many more schools in Brevard County than they once did, that, you know, they've got their district schedule and then they've got their county schedule, and so to get another team on their schedule is a little more difficult than it is to get on our schedule. So, but we're working to do that. But we're excited about the Palm Bay game. You know, they always travel real well. You know, I think when people hear Palm Bay, they recognize and know that's a quality program year in and year out. Coach Burke's been there a long time. So, you know, we're looking forward to that. You know, that'll be a challenge for us in the Classic, and then, you know, the week after we've got the Dollars for Scholars game at Sebastian River here. So we're excited. We're excited about the start. I was mentioning to the team on Monday when we started practice in our pre-practice meeting. I said, you know, the crazier thing about fall camp being here already is you know, about 3 weeks from now we've got a game. So I mean, that's even crazier when you think of it like that. So we're excited though. I mean, really, it's a great group. Coaches have put in a lot of time this summer. Our players have you know, shown their tremendous commitment and their sacrifices that they make. So it's nice for it to be here.
Yeah, and your offense, you know, everybody wants to talk about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, but you know, I'm sure people are trying to figure out now that interiorly you've been gutted. Your offensive line's gone. You're starting over there. Defensive line, same thing. But the defensive line is getting a lot of talk after they come back from Stetson, and they are huge. They're ready to play and they're refocused. How about your offensive line?
It's coming together real well. I mean, you know, we had, coming out of last season, we lost 4 or 5 starters, and then Chris Aquino did not play in the spring, so we went into that spring game with 5 new guys. Here we are. Chris has come back, and we're excited to have him back. We've got him playing center, and we've got 4 other guys that you know, there's still some position battles out there, but have really taken the forefront, and going into fall camp, we're excited about those guys. We've got talking about Manny Guadalupe, a guy that started for us on the D-line as a sophomore, broke his leg in camp last year in summer camp, and has missed the entire year. He's 100% healthy, excited about moving over to the O-line, so he brings some athleticism, and he's playing the left tackle position. You know, we've got Rashay Thomas and Jacob Orban, guys that played sparingly last year as sophomores. Big guys that are bigger, stronger, faster. Had great off seasons for us. So Jacob playing guard and Rashay playing the other tackle. And then you mentioned a couple of the transfers. We got a kid from Georgia that moved down. Going to be a junior this year, Jay Fishman, who's had a great summer. Really looking forward to him. He had a great camp over there at Stetson with us, and is playing one of the other guard positions. So you know, the sooner that those 5 guys can gel and come together and play as a group, I think we're going to be in business, and really excited about those guys working together, and I think they have a chance to be an outstanding group.
I can't wait to see it.
Let's talk a little about the depth on your team. You've got you seem to be pretty well set at almost all positions. You know, and I know it's something that you probably work pretty hard to accomplish. Talk to me about what kind of luxury that affords you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's something that's it's good to be talking about depth, because usually that means you have some guys that are coming back that were your frontline guys. You know, when you start asking about depth, like I said, it probably, you know, we've probably got some guys there, and so that's been a key to our off season, is really making sure that we can put guys in position to not only establish depth, but get in the rotation and be a regular part of what we're doing, whether it be D-line, as you mentioned, as Jason was talking about. We've got receivers. You know, our style of offense and our style of defense, really, I mean, I think it's a happy marriage. You know, it's a fairly aggressive defensive football team, and we try to play as fast as we can on offense. So with that aggressive style, we need some depth to you know, to be able to click on all cylinders. And so you know, we've got a fairly deep roster. We don't have much dead weight, and I think that, you know, again, is a credit to our players and their efforts and work that they've put in this off season, because going into it, you really aren't sure, and I think we've got enough guys at each position that, you know, if a guy goes down or needs a blow or anything like that, we have somebody to step in there and hopefully not skip the beat.
Well, let's talk a little something about a position that really hasn't been more of an afterthought for the past, I don't know, 5 years. Kicking and punting position.
True.
You know, what do you have going on there this year?
We've got, I don't know if our fans remember, all that much, but Jason Rivas was a guy that worked through our lower levels, played on our JV team. Then last year was a backup for us, and we allowed him to kick some on JV, but he's back as a senior, and he was originally a soccer player like a lot of kickers, and he's handling the kicking and punting for us right now, much like Carson did last year. He does. He's got a strong leg. He's fairly new to the game, and so some of the ins and outs of just the sport of football, or we have some comical conversations. But he's steady, improving on his football IQ, and really works at it. Obviously, we've got Coach Broody back to work with those kickers and punters, and he does a great job with them. So we're excited about Jason. He's got a strong leg. He works at it. He's a specialist. He's not a guy that plays another position and that does special kicking and punting. He's specifically a kicker and punter, so he's got all practice. So we let him do his thing, and hopefully when we get out here, we'll be able to see the product in the end.
Let's talk a little bit about your cornerback situation. You sent both your corners off to NC State. A couple of outstanding players. A couple of guys I know that you really valued, both on and off the field. Talk to me about replacing those guys. Not necessarily replacing, but I guess replacing.
Yeah,
you don't really replace those guys.
Yeah.
But,
No, right. And you think about all of the phases of the game that they helped us in. Obviously they're guys that had a lot of speed, but secondary, corners particularly, they were a rare breed in that they were great cover guys, and they were big hitters, great tacklers, big hitters. So when you have that in the secondary, what a luxury that is, because if something pops and you've got that kind of speed and athleticism back there, on top of being sure tacklers, very rarely were we giving up big games, and so they allowed us an opportunity. A lot of times you can watch the film, you'd see, I'd go back and look at it and see, watching it from our defensive perspective, a hole open up, and then one of those guys would just close on it. It could be a 4 or 5 yard gain, and you look at it and you're like, wow, if we didn't have that. So we've got a lot to replace there. We've got some guys working in there. Are we looking to, like you mentioned, are you looking to replace a Dre and a Sean? No, I think what you're looking to do is get some guys in there that can play, that can hold their own, and make their mark as individuals and work within the scheme. So right now we've got 2 seniors, Ira Graham and Jay Curtis, that are working at corner. Those guys are the guys that have kind of stepped up, and if you wanted to name a starter, we had to play a game today, those guys would be the first guys to run out there. But we've got guys that, on the offensive side of the ball that can play those positions, and we've really tried to do that to create some of that depth in specific areas of need that we have on our team. We tried to work that this summer through some 7-on-7s and things like that. So guys like Jimmy Williamson, MJ McGriff, we feel like they can play corner and play in some passing downs and give us some added athleticism over there if we need to. In the spring game, we saw Will Dawkins play corner, and we're happy to move him back to his safety position. I think he feels more comfortable there. That's where he played his sophomore year. Not that he's not capable of playing corner, but I think he's more of a natural safety. And then Andrew Stair, who was out in the spring with an injury, he comes back as one of our 3 returning starters on defense. So that shores some things up in the secondary. We know that's a huge concern for us as a position group. We talked about the other one being the offensive line, but those guys are working real hard. We've got the athleticism, and we've got the guys in place right now. It's just a matter of getting the reps and getting the much needed experience that they'll gain each and every day.
And for the fans, they didn't realize the injuries that we had in the spring game. You had a tough Deland team come in here, which to me was a great matchup for you to really focus on with all the interchanging pieces that you needed in place. And you get Dalton back, who says he is healthier and can't wait to play.
Right.
Feels the best he's ever felt. You're getting Andrew Sturad back. You got Will switching sides. How much will we see Will on offense? And what is the complete outlook of a healthy Vero Beach High School football team?
Well, to answer all those questions, I'll try to go.
I'll give you a bunch.
Yeah. But you did. You mentioned we we get Dalton back and Andrew. But Will needs to be a two-way player for us. I really believe that. You know, and how much is really depending on him. His ability to stay healthy, his ability to stay, you know, in the kind of shape that we need him to be in. He's battled some different kinds of injuries that have, you know, he was tweaked up with a hamstring injury after track season, and that carried over into the spring. That hindered him a little bit. He comes out of camp with a little bit of an ankle tweak right now. So, you know, he's going to be fine. He's just that talented, and I think that with his abilities, you know, to play on both sides of the ball, I think it just makes us a better football team. But you know, the depth that we've created, you know, how much or how little of that will depend, you know, on him and the others involved.
Again, we're at Media Day for VBHS High School 2013-2014 season. We're sitting with Coach Janikowski with a team, I got to tell you, being here today as we wrap things up. They are pumped up, enthusiastic, and they really do look healthy. For once, you don't have anybody in a cast walking around Media Day.
Yeah.
That's always good. So the outlook of the team, what do you think? We're going undefeated? Playoff bound, state championship?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with all that stuff. We really have to take this thing, and you know, we were joking around earlier. They were asking, you know, we had the all-in motto last year.
Right.
And somebody was asking, you know, what we've taken hold as our team slogan this year, and again, it's not anything original or earth-shattering, but we have the slogan that we've kind of been preaching and living by is win the day, and that's really been our approach, is to win each and every day, and it's probably boring for, you know, for a conversation or anything like that, but you know, as I put it to our players, is that, you know, if we all set out and we all go into practice each and every day, and we decide as individuals, players, coaches, all involved, to win that day, whatever that involves, to become a better person, become a better team. I think that in the end, all those things that we're talking about are definitely attainable goals, you know. And I don't think I've ever went into the game where I've said, you know, the goal is not to win this one. You know, so you know, I don't want to pretend like, you know, any of those things that you talk about are things that we don't think about and don't preach. And we do. We continue to raise the bar. You know, you mentioned playing Dwyer in the spring, and some of the other things that we do to elevate our level of competition and expose our guys to different things, to hopefully become more and more battle tested as we get into it. And so playing a team like Palm Bay in the sprint or in the kickoff classic, and you know, getting into the season that way, I couldn't think of a better way of doing it. But we're really excited, have huge expectations for this group, and we'll see where that takes us.
Well, Coach, we look forward to the season.
I've got something else. A little bit has changed in the practice regimen. You guys can't go full on after the third day now. You guys are extended to 5. We obviously know how that can be a hindrance. I know the kids want to get out there and hit. You guys want to see what you have. What are some of the things you're doing that, I don't know, maybe capitalize on that and make that work for you?
You know, it's always been my philosophy as far as the first 5 days of practice, first 3 or 4 days of practice is you know, that is our install period. Even with the things that we're able to do in the summertime, no matter what we get done, how much or how little we get done, I always go ahead and start the fall camp with the install starting over again, like you were teaching it to a bunch of guys that have never had it before. So from that standpoint, it allows for a great practice plan, and you know, more than anything, what we're focusing on are the details, because most of that stuff to most of our players has been introduced before, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams. So it allows for us to really focus and concentrate on the details, because I'm a firm believer. I mean, no matter which one of us had a pen in our hand, we could all draw up a pretty good play. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, who it is or how you do it. You know, if we have the pen in our hand, we can draw up something pretty good. But I think that the key to a successful play on a Friday night are paying attention to the details of each individual person, you know, and what their responsibilities are. So it's allowed us to really focus on those fundamentals, those techniques, those details, and you don't have to. And I don't want to use this word, to mean anything more than it is. But you don't have to rush into contact. You know, I don't find that it's gonna keep us from moving forward at all. I know some coaches are really taken back by it, but I think we can keep going and do it, and it'll be here before we know it. You know, I think we know and understand. I really with this group, I really haven't had a problem. You know, when you turn them loose, and you say, okay, it's full speed. You know, and we're ready to go. On Friday nights, they can turn them loose.
Nobody's forgotten how to hit.
No,
exactly.
in my mind anyway. So will we